led by a lion. No matter the recession in the forest, a lion will never eat grass. A lion will look at an elephant, he say, I will eat this. Because that is how he thinks. An elephant will see it and run away. It is not a function of your size. It is a function of your attitude. Where are my lions? Can I hear you say, Ahoo? Whatever you look on, once there is a will, there will always be a way. The Bible says, teach us to number our days, that we might apply our hearts to wisdom. The greatest mistake anybody can make is not to understand time and season. The lack of understanding of times is what has kept people that are 50 years old to have no value for themselves. Your age has significant responsibilities. When you understand your age and what you should do at that particular time, then it will help you to know what you should be doing and how to get there. For as a man thinketh, so you need to catch up with time. You need to walk up with time. You need to wake up with time and stop giving excuses that you are too young to succeed. You are too young to be rich. Wrong. You are old enough to be rich. I am not afraid of an army of lions led by a sheep.
Ubong King's love and passion for people did not start when he got married to me. It did not start when he started Protection Plus, because way back then, he was somebody that people used to mill around. He was somebody who was always ready to lend a helping hand, and he had a passion for people. I remember when we were cutting, he used to say to me that he wants a situation where he even said he wanted to have a large farm that he would be feeding so many people from there. So he had that vision, he had that aspiration. When Ubong King passed, he was 48 years old. This year, he would have been 50. And I sat down with the team at the foundation and we agreed that we're not going to just let this year pass like that, unmarked. That we're going to make sure that we commemorate it in a way that this world remembers that there was a man called Ubong King. So there are quite a number of activities that are lined up in his memory. There are still more that will come even after now. But in this month of his birthday, we have debates, because the Ubong King Foundation is made up of 6 tribes, and the tribes are going to be debating. There are very interesting topics that they'll be debating on, prizes to be won. We are making calls on social media for anyone who has ever had an Ubong King encounter, because there was an outpour of tributes. When he passed on, there were tribute calls where people came on the calls, and a lot of testimonials that I've never heard in my life. People shared their encounters, people shared how Ubong King impacted on them, and we are making that call in this period that if Ubong King has impacted on you in any way, please do not keep it to yourself. Share to encourage somebody. We are also looking at a luncheon stroke fundraiser for the activities lined up at the Ubong King Foundation, because we have quite a number of things coming up. You will not even believe it. Some things we cannot even unveil now, but just watch out for the Ubong King Foundation, because there's quite a number of activities planned, and we plan to be very, very responsible and accountable to every sponsor, every single individual who supports us, to ensure that these plans come to life. So follow us on our social media pages and ensure that you take part in at least one of those competitions, in one of those challenges on social media. Reach out to us and we are waiting to hear from you.
An eagle does not relate with chickens. If you're an eagle, stop talking to chickens. Everybody was born naked. Everybody. There is nobody I know that came out with shoes. iPad, BlackBerry, nobody. Everybody came out naked. The only thing a baby comes out is the fear of falling down and the fear of a loud noise. Every other thing you learned to be poor. So if you're going to be successful, you have to unlearn poverty and learn success. That decisions make men. What decision do you want to take today?
Good evening, ladies and
What
gentlemen.
decision do you want to happen in your life? What decision do you want to see in 5 years' time? Everybody overestimates what you can accomplish in 1 year, but you underestimate what you can accomplish in 5 years. Stop thinking short term. Think about the long term.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another beautiful day. It's a beautiful evening here in Nigeria, and wherever you're watching us from in the globe, good morning, good afternoon, and in Nigeria, we say good evening. We are gathered for another very special event to mark the 50th posthumous birthday of Dr. Ubong King. And we have a lineup of activities that the foundation has put together. And I'm sure you've been seeing a couple of them on our digital platforms, and you've gotten some of them as broadcast. But for this evening, we have a very special event to mark the occasion. Like I've said, there are so many things that you're going to be seeing. And tonight we are going to have what is called the Tribes Challenge, the Battle of the Words. You've not seen anything like this before. It's it's going to be a first, and I can bet you just sit back, relax, and enjoy this event. So for tonight, we'll be having two tribes battling it out. And as you know, at the Ubong King Foundation, we have six tribes. We have the Energizers tribe, we have the Organizers tribe, we have the Disruptors, we have we have the Focus tribe, and also two more that make up six tribes. And all these tribes will be battling as today, tomorrow, and the day after. So for tonight, we are going to be having an ultimate battle, and the disruptors are going to show us what stuff they are made of. And trust me, the energizers are not going to sit back to watch. So first of all, we are going to be introducing the speakers for the Energizers tribe. So, and also those that will be speaking for the Disruptors tribe. So please, let's get to know you. Okay, we have the tribe's representatives on the screen, and they will be introducing themselves in a moment. And tonight they're going to be talking about why mindset transformation is key to personal and national growth and development. They'll be debating on that topic. So please let's get to meet the debaters for the Energizers, starting with the Energizers tribe. Please unmute and introduce yourself. Okay, can we have
the representative introduce themselves? We can't seem to hear you.
Okay, can I go on? Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sunday Oko, and they call me the brand catalyst. And I'm here to tonight to debate on this topic: why mindset transformation is key for personal and national development and growth. And tonight, I am representing the Disruptors.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Odemekpe. I'm representing the Disruptors tribe for tonight.
Okay, Dikachi Michael, you're representing the Energizers, but we've not heard your voice. Can you unmute and say something to us? Let's get to meet you. I'm not too sure we can hear Dikachi. So probably the network in his axis is a bit challenging. So let's just be a bit patient with him to fix that. Okay, so while we are waiting for Dikachi to fix his network, the ground rules are very simple. We are going to be debating for 3 to 5 minutes per tribe. And we have our timekeepers here, Princess and Chris, who will be timing. And we have our judges as well. We have Ruth and we have Amma, who will be judging this event. So we are going to be starting in a moment, but we need to be sure that everybody has a level playing field. So we need to be sure that Dikachi is okay with his network.
Hello.
I think
Hello, sir. Can you
we
hear me
can hear
now?
you. I think we can hear you
All right, you can hear me now.
better. Yes, better.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. So can I introduce myself now?
Yeah, go ahead with your introduction, Kachi.
All right. So good evening, everyone. My name is Dikachi Michael. I represent the Energizers Club, and we are here to talk on the topic why mindset transformation is the key to personal and national development. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Dikachi. And we're going to go straight into the business of the day because this event is timed, and at the foundation, we believe in keeping to time. So, straight into the business of the day, we'll be calling up Sunday Oko to start off with this topic on behalf of the Disruptors tribe. And you know the protocol, which has already been shared. So, your time starts in 1, 2, 3. Your life, Sunday.
Good evening, honorable members, chairman, moderator, our crew timekeeper, and our audience. I'm Sunday Oko, the Disruptors Tribe Ambassador for tonight. And today we'll be speaking on the motion why mindset transformation is key to personal and national growth and development. Before I start, I would like us to take into cognizance some of these few keywords: mindset, transformations, personal, nation growth, and development. What is mindset? Mindset is a set of attitude, a fixed or of attitude or fixed ideas somebody has and are difficult to change. If transformation is a complete change in something or somebody, personal is something that belongs to you, your person, and white nation is a country or a place where a nation that has its own sovereignty. And why growth here is a continuous transformation, a continual growth in formal in mentality, physical, and emotions. Okay, why development is a steady growth in advance for someone to be stronger. And tonight I will be sharing with you why one thing that happens when transformation happens. Okay, mindset is very important and it is key for the change of every person. Bonking we said, he just said that I'm not afraid of a a troop of lions led by a sheep, but I'm afraid of a troop of sheep led by a lion, which is if is the mindset of the leader that the followers carried. So a change in the mindset of a person being ahead can cause a transformation in a whole way. Okay, let's take a look at some of these nations that their results are vivid. Look at Rwanda here. It was a country that was completely down, but if someone with a different mindset came up and the whole game was changed. And Rwanda is fast becoming a fast developing nation. Is fast becoming a developing nation in a third world Africa. Okay, let's see a country like Singapore. It's a country that has no hope then, but now it is one of the beautiful places in the world that anybody can dream of going. Look at Dubai. It was once a desert, but today is someone with a different mindset came up and he was able to change the national view of the whole Arab Emirate. And now this is a national development. This is a national growth that was caused by a shift in someone's mindset that was a leader that came up to power and everything, the trajectory of the nation changes. We are listening to someone like Ubong King. We are not going to talk so far. Let me bring this close. Ubong King was our mentor, our teacher, and a role model we all emulate. We want to emulate. He was someone that was able to outlive himself, which was the reason why we all are here today, and to continue the legacy he has lived while he was here. And this is something great to emulate, and it is because if someone has a different mindset, he has to think outside the box and break rules according to what he would say. Okay, he would say when he wanted to change his life, he was started from his mind. He tampered with his own mind. That was what he said. According to him, he said when he wanted to change the financial trajectory of his life, he has to write it everywhere in the world, everywhere he goes, so that his mind could conceive it and believe in it. And that, I believe, these were some of the things that transformed how he lived when he was before he left, and why he was able to live the life he was able to live and do everything he does, because there was a change in his mindset. The way he died, the way who he was when he died was not how he was, or was not how he was brought up. There was a shift, and that shift was from his mind. And now, when a change happens in the mind of someone, when people change from a negative mindset to a positive mindset and live with a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset, people live with the right mindset. People work with goal, where people work for the goal, mission, and vision, and for the result, and not just for the reward. When people work with the right mindset, people work for integrity, knowing fully well that they have a legacy to preserve. When people work with the right mindset, people work with the owner's mindset, taking charge of everything they have, everything they do, and everything they do as if it is their own. When people work with the right mindset, people face challenges with optimism, knowing fully well that everything will still be okay, because they have this mentality that they're going to conquer. Ubon King will say when the lion sees an elephant, it doesn't matter about the size, but what he looked at is what makes him what he looked at is this is a meat, and it is a mentality, it's a mindset that what he's looking for is a meat. This is a food. That is what he looks at a lion. He doesn't look at the size, and that is a mindset of a lion. Okay, lion. Okay, an eagle does not move with chicken. This is one thing that he loves to say a lot, and this is a result of something that if eagle thinks like a chicken, then he has to be like a chicken. But his mindset set him above chickens, which was why he was able to eat chickens, see chickens as food, and eat them. Bible would even say for all that believe. So say it is possible to them that believe. So that belief has to come. that belief has to come. Okay, you have to start with the belief. My time up.
Yes, your time is up. Thank you. Can hear the bell. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Sunday Oko, for that very succinct presentation. And I think that's a beautiful way to open tonight's debate. I would say give him an applause, like type it in the comment section, like applause, fire, like put all the signs there to appreciate that beautiful presentation by Sunday Oko. Okay, I had a few takeaways from his presentation, and he made us understand that the mindset of the leader is what the followers carry. That means you can't follow someone who does not have that re-engineered mindset. You'd be in trouble following such a leader. And he also cited the instance of Rwanda. He mentioned Singapore and Dubai as nations that developed as a result of leaders who had that creative mindset to turn those environments around from nothing to what they are today, to celebrated nations today. He also talked about, personally, talked about Ubong King as an individual who transformed his mindset and changed the trajectory of his life totally by having a transformed mind. And he also said something that caught my attention here. He said that with the right mindset, you face challenges with optimism. With the right mindset, that you face challenges with optimism. That was a very powerful performance from Sunday Oko for the Disruptors. But I'm sure that the guy representing the Energizer is ready to take you down at this moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, with an applause, let us give it up for Dikachi Michael as he comes to represent the Energizers. He's coming to give us an energetic presentation. So let's listen, take notes, and get ready to be transformed. Over to you, Kachi.
All right. Good evening, everyone, the chairman, the moderator, my co-debaters, and the panel of judges in the house. My name is Dikachi Michael, and I represent the Energizers tribe. And we're here to speak on the motion which states that mindset transformation is the key to personal and national development. Before I proceed, permit me to take a quote from a man that I love so much, Dr. Ubong King, who said, "You can never go beyond the limitations that you have placed on your mind." First of all, what is mindset? Mindset is the natural dispositions that interpret how we see events or situations around us. As we all know, Dr. Ubong King was a man that did a great job, not only in impacting the youths, not only in leaving his legacies on the sand of time, but he was able to carry on a legacy that has been transformed or that will be handed over to many generations to come. As we all know, Dr. Ubong King was born into a poor family, but notwithstanding being born in a poor background, he was a very dogged and charismatic fellow who have to fight his way out with that positive mindset. And today, we all are enjoying the legacy of this great man called Dr. Ubong King. Dr. Ubong King was a man of valor. Yes, a man that has changed a lot of things, a man that has impacted a lot of lives, a man that really went as high as changing things that were never in existence. Ladies and gentlemen, if I should spend time talking about Ubong King, this man, a great man, will not live here this night. So permit me to speak on two major points. I will buttress my points on national and personal development, and how does our mindset affect our personal development in both as an individual and also as a society. Our mindset determines what happens to us because that is the interpretations that we give our mindset. Whatever happens to an individual, the ideas that he will take, the next step that he will take will determine on his mindset. Gentlemen and ladies, our mindset plays a pivotal role because it serves not only as a motivator to us, but it also gives us that charisma that we need to fight on the journey of life. You can be very charismatic, you can be very intelligent, you can be very, very hardworking, but once you lack the positive mindset that you need to win in life, definitely you are not going
you are going to be grounded. Your positive mindset determines where you'll be, because that is the motivator or the forces that pushes you in life. Your mindset is a propeller that catapults you to the next level of your life once you have taken the right decisions and the right steps, when you are making the right choices in life. Ladies and gentlemen, our personal development is highly tied to our mindset, because our mindset actually interprets what we can do, the things that we can achieve in life, and how far we can go with it. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to national development, permit me to tell you a little story of how we were colonized by the British. When the British came to Nigeria, ladies and gentlemen, they came and played on our mindsets. They made us to believe that we are inferior to their own beliefs. They made us to believe that we are not to be compared to what they can offer us. Ladies and gentlemen, they played on our mindsets and we give in to them. They ruled us for many years. But guess what? When we regain our freedom, we're able to do so by the kind of ideal leaders with transformed mind that put their resources together. They came together with a positive mindset and they got us into where we are today. Imagine if we're still under the rulership of the British. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to take a little instance from the book of Romans chapter 12 verse 2, which says that be you renewed that be you transformed by the renewal of your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, your life can never be transformed if your mind is not renewed, and that has to do with your positive mindset. Have you ever wondered how many nations like the US, the Singapore, and other developed nations, have you ever wondered how these people kept bringing development into their country, doing one exploit to another? That is because of the kind of mindset that they adopt towards using the idea that they have to generate solutions to the economic crisis. Have you wondered why these people seem to have an edge over the Africans? That is because, as we the Africans, we don't have that same positive mindset that those developed countries have as us. Ladies and gentlemen, your positive mindset is a propeller. It pushes you forward and it determines how far you go in life. Now imagine if we, the youth, can have that same orientation. Imagine if we youth can have that proper mindset, indeed, we can go places. So you see, I'm not here to convince you, but I'm here to convince you, ladies and gentlemen, that indeed, mindset transformation is the key to national and personal development. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Kachi, for that very wonderful presentation. And this event was worth waiting for. The two presentations so far have been on point. Like, I could write a whole note full of nuggets that have been dropped this evening by the first two presenters. Okay, and of course, I wouldn't want to deal with a timekeeper like that. You know, when you're flowing, the timekeeper just comes in to bust your bubble. Okay. A few takeaways from what Dikachi presented. He started by quoting Ubong King. He said that you can never grow beyond the limitations placed on your mind. You know, he went on and on to talk about the great man, our great mentor, Ubong King. Then he also threw up another punchline, and he said that a mindset is what makes you win in life. And he also said that your mindset propels you to the next level. Now, I'm paraphrasing some of the points he made. And he also said that our mindset interprets what we can do and also what we can achieve in life. Then he cited the example of the colonizers, if I would call them that when they came into Nigeria, they tampered with our mindset. You know, they made us understand that that we couldn't do much as a people. But eventually, when we got our independence, we started enlarging our minds. And so far, we've been able to achieve as a nation, though we might not be where we are, but at least there's been some difference. So thank you very much, Dikachi Michael, for that wonderful presentation. Please drop the applause in the comment section. Drop the applause, drop the fire, drop the signs to appreciate that beautiful presentation by Dikachi Michael. Thank you once again. A good one from the Energizers tribe. That's quite commendable. Okay, we're going to move on to the Disruptors again. Okay, we might have to change the rule a little bit because we have two people versus one. For some reason, the second person for the Energizers could not join us, so we wouldn't want to cheat the Energizers. So, Dikachi, you're still going to come up to summarize, but for the Disruptors, we're going to move on to Udeme. To just, you have 2 minutes. You have just 2 minutes to do justice to the topic. And ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Udeme because your time starts now.
Okay, good evening, viewers all over the world. My name is Udeme, and tonight I'm for the Disruptor tribe. Now, I want to back up what my co-debater Sunday had earlier said with some Bible verses that talks about the mindset. In Mark 9, verse 23, Jesus said to him, "If you can believe, all the things are possible to them that believe." So now your mindset, your belief, whatever you can believe, as Michael had earlier said, he said, "Do not conform to this world, but be that transformed by the renewal of their mind," says the Bible. Now, if you can believe, if your mind can be renewed, then definitely everything is possible. Another Bible portion, 2 Timothy says, verse 1, verse 7 says, "For God had not given us the spirit of fear, but of the power, of love, and the sound mind." Now, God has already prepared in us this sound mind. So fear is not supposed to come in. We need this belief. We need this "I can do" to be able to transform the world in our personal life and the world at large. And lastly, I want to leave you with this. Ubong King said, "If you can think enough, what you have is more than enough." So this is what you need. This is the mindset you need to transform yourself and the national growth and development. Thank you.
She totally caught me unawares. I was trying to write some notes when she ended. Nice one, and she kept the time, so the timekeeper didn't have to be the boogeyman this time around. Well done. Please, ladies and gentlemen, drop the applause. 2 minutes. Well done with the men. Like, please give it up for her. That was another beautiful presentation, and I picked up a few points from what she said. And we all know that Mr. King was a man of faith. You know, he didn't joke with his faith. And what Udema has given to us this evening is from a lot of it from the scriptural perspective. And I paraphrase. She talked about, she said that if you can believe, all things are possible. Jesus said that. She pointed that out. And the Bible also talks about be ye transformed by the renewal of your mind. And also, she talked about that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but that of love, power, and of a sound mind. So we've had a little moment of church. I mean, that's not bad. So thank you very much for coming from that perspective. And she quoted Ubong King saying that if you can think enough, what you have is more than enough. You know, Mr. King used to quote that a whole lot. So she just gave us straight to the point under 2 minutes, and she has closed out. I'm sure our judges are putting their papers together, but before they are done with that, we'll go back to the representative of the Energizers tribe, and that is Dikachi Michael, to give us his punchline in just 2 minutes. He's in the room. I can't seem to find him. Is Kachi with us? Okay, while we wait for Kachi, now I'm going to bring Sunday Oko back, but this time is a non-scoring presentation. You know, it's going to be a non-scoring presentation. So Sunday Oko, in just 1 or 2 minutes, give us some more punchlines from the topic. Sunday Oko, you have the floor while we try to see how we can bring Dikachi back for a competitive presentation.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, proceed.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so the whole idea of the mindset transformation is key, is everything. I would love to paraphrase this. The one of the father of leadership, uh, John C. Maxwell would always say leadership is everything. He always say everything rise and fall on leadership. But I want to say that everything rise and falls on mindset. It is a belief first before every other thing is built on it. It is first a belief before everything is built on it. Okay, it doesn't matter whatever it is, whether it is in school, it is in your religion, it is wherever, every area of life, either in your relationships, in every other sphere of life. It is first your belief, your mindset, first before every other thing is built on. I believe when we were born with nothing. We were born as innocent. Nobody knows anything. But when we were given birth to, the environment we were given birth to shaped everything about us. Okay, if your beliefs you have today, yeah, in being in Nigeria and born in Nigeria, or wherever you are, if you are to born in another different locations, I believe you will have a different mindset, a different approach to things. Okay, so your environment is one of the key things that influences your mindset. And it is very key and very important you pay attention to your surroundings and how it is being affected. Okay, I will say there's always a physical location and a mental location. If your physical location is not the right location for you, please change that position, be in your mental locations. Okay, people, it is a bad thing for you to be lonely when you are alone. People should learn how to be alone without being lonely, because this is
Thank
how you
you.
connect with your real self.
Thank you very much, Sunday, for that punchline. It's non-competitive, so marks won't count for what you've just done. So thank you very
No
much.
problem.
And okay, we have a little twist, an interesting twist. We have the Energizers tribe have decided to disrupt the space. Let's see what they're going to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, Dikachi Michael is back in the room, but we are going to save him the stress because the Energizers have sent their ambassador. They've flown the ambassador all the way in a private jet to come and disrupt the space. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together, drop the comments as we welcome Fabian George for 2 minutes to do justice to the topic on behalf of the Energizers. You have the floor, bro.
All right, thank you so much. All right, thank you so much, everyone, for listening to me. Thank you so much for all the officials of this event. So I want to just support my partner, my tribe member, Dikachi. So I want to say a story. There's a particular story about an elephant and his trainer. So there's a particular elephant that was being trained right from a very young stage by a particular trainer. And anytime the trainer feeds the elephant, the trainer ties the elephant with a small rope to a particular tree. And for a long time, this has been happening, a small rope to a particular tree. So one day after many years, a stranger was passing and he saw an elephant very big, right, tied to a particular tree with a small rope. And the stranger was confused and decided to ask the trainer that, why is this happening? How can this elephant this big and still be held captive with a particular small rope? The trainer told him, he said, that it's not far-fetched, that this particular rope is the rope I have been using to tie the elephant right from the time when the elephant was very, very young. So the elephant grew up with a mentality that he cannot break free from that particular rope, because of what has been happening from childhood. So if you ask me what limited the elephant as a two-head, is not necessarily a question of capacity, it's a question of mentality. Because if you look at the elephant is a very strong animal, but being held with a small rope by a tree sounds so much. So this particular story shows the power of the mind, right? It shows that the fact that, whatever happens in your mind, you can be limited. So it's called mindset for a reason. Mindset, that is what you set on your mind. So what you set on your mind can actually limit you. I usually tell people that personal development, personal growth is a mindset, while stagnancy is a set mind. That is, you have set your mind on a particular limitation that is actually limiting you. One of the favorite quotes, I mean, if I've been watching Ubong videos, you will hear me say that I have not come to joke with you. I have come to deal with your moribund, myopic, microscopic mentality, because there is a reason why he actually hammers on that. Because if your mind can be tackled, if your mind can be configured, you are on your pathway to actually succeed. So, it is very important that we all understand that what you allow to actually set on your mind can either limit you or propel you. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much, Fabian. I told you they're flying in a very special candidate to come and disrupt the space, and he has done justice to that in just 2 minutes. The timekeeper didn't have to be the bogeyman this time. His presentation is actually for marks. So, Fabian, thank you. And he used the analogy of the elephant. I'm sure we probably heard the story before. The elephant that was tied, and when the rope was removed, he still stayed around the space where it was tied because that developed like how Fabian has explained it. The elephant limited its mind to a particular space, the space that it had known all the years. And even when it was set free, it could not move beyond that because it had placed a limitation in its mind. So thank you very much, Fabian. I'm sure the judges will do justice to that presentation and they'll let us know what the scores are at the end. Okay, we are racing to an end. Like I promised you, it wasn't going to be a very long event. And in a few minutes, we'll be out of this space. So, but then, Dikachi Michael, you were absent when I called you. You're going to come and do 1 minute non-scoring presentation. You're going to come up for 1 minute for a non-scoring presentation before we go to the other aspects of the event and then get to know who aced it tonight between the Energizers.
All right. Thank you very much for that wonderful opportunity. I would like to say, to buttress my point on orientation of the youths towards having a good, positive mindset. As we know in Nigeria, our beloved country, one of the things that we are having challenge with is the mindset that our youth have towards life, towards the economy, towards politics, and towards the nation and the society at large. So if there is any way or if there is any method that we need to that inculcate that positive mindset into our youth, it is through proper orientation. As we all know, when you train up a child where he should go, he will never depart from it. When you train a child from the cradle, definitely on his way to the grave, he will never forget those things that you have taught him. So our youth needs a proper orientation, a shift of the mindset to have a good perspective of everything that concerns them, those things around them, politically, financially, in relationship, in family, and in their life in general. So our youth need that. And I believe with the proper orientation, it will surely give our youth the right mindsets on which to follow life and those things that concerns life. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Dikachi, for that wonderful but concise presentation in just 1 minute. And he dealt specifically with the mindset of the Nigerian youth. He said that he wasn't comfortable with the mindset of the Nigerian youth towards life, towards the economy of the nation, and even politics. We've entered a political season as we are building up to the 2023 general elections in Nigeria. And I guess from his experience, he's not very comfortable with the mindset of some of the youths as we build up to that elections, and also the economic situation and the realities of life in general. So he says that they need a reorientation, like they need their mind re-engineered. They need their mind to have a positive spark and all that. So thank you very much, Dikachi, for doing justice to that 1 minute. It's non-scoring, so that's a bonus to all of us. Now, this might have been listed as a debate, and probably some of you viewers are coming up to see, okay, who is going to win, who has done what. But overall, from all the presentations that we've done this evening, from the Energizers and from the Disruptors, you discover that you've had a whole presentation from the Ubong King Foundation Volunteer Force, why mindset transformation is key to personal and national growth and development. If you put everything together, you've had a seminar from these 6. Just leave the debate aside first and pick all the punchlines that have been put out tonight. Like, I'm sure we've learned a lot. Please drop in the comments. Let's see your comments. Let's see your comments. If you have contributions, make your contributions. If you have questions, you can drop your questions. We'll probably find time to address that if we have time. We are short of time. Okay, so we are going straight into... Okay, we are on a home stretch. And so we'll be giving the judges an opportunity to put the scores together. So while that is happening, we have a video coming up from the studio. Studio guys, are you ready for us? While we're waiting for the studio guys to come up, I want to appreciate all those that have been out here to debate and all those that have been out here to make this presentation to us. We say a huge thank you. The representatives of the Disruptors tribe, Udeme Ekpe and Sunday Oko, and also Dikachi and Fabian George. And we appreciate a timekeeper, Princess, and we have our judges at the back end, which is Ruth and Amma, who will be giving us the scores for tonight's debate. But before they come up, let the studio give us the...
I am not afraid of an army of lions led by a sheep.
Ubong King's love and passion for people did not start when he got married to me. It did not start when he started Protection Plus, because way back then, he was somebody that people used to mill around. He was somebody who was always ready to lend a helping hand, and he had a passion for people. I remember when we were cutting, he used to say to me that he wants a situation where he even said he wanted to have a large farm that he would be feeding so many people from there. So he had that vision, he had that aspiration. When Ubong King passed, he was 48 years old. This year, he would have been 50. And I sat down with the team at the foundation and we agreed that we're not going to just let this year pass like that, unmarked, that we're going to make sure that we commemorate it in a way that this world remembers that there was a man called Ubong King. So there are quite a number of activities that are lined up in his memory. There are still more that will come even after now. But in this month of his birthday, we have debate, because the Ubong King Foundation is made up of 6 tribes, and the tribes are going to be debating. There are very interesting topics that they'll be debating on, prizes to be won. We are making calls on social media for anyone who has ever had an Ubong King encounter, because there was an outpour of tributes. When he passed on, there were tribute calls where people came on the calls, and a lot of testimonials that I've never heard in my life. People shared their encounters, people shared how Ubong King impacted on them, and we are making that call in this period that if Ubong King has impacted on you in any way, please do not keep it to yourself. Share to encourage somebody. We are also looking at a luncheon stroke fundraiser for the activities lined up at the Ubong King Foundation, because we have quite a number of things coming up. You will not even believe it. Some things we cannot even unveil now, but just watch out for the Ubong King Foundation, because there's quite a number of activities planned, and we plan to be very, very responsible and accountable to every sponsor, every single individual who supports us to ensure that these plans come to life. So follow us on our social media pages and ensure that you take part in at least one of those competitions, in one of those challenges on social media. Reach out to us, and we are waiting to hear from you.
An eagle does not relate with chickens. If you're an eagle, stop talking to chickens.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are still waiting for the judges to. They're almost done with this course. So, studio, let's just have one more video. By the time we are back, we'll have the results. Then we'll have information for the rest of the events that will be happening within this season, and we'll call it a night. Studio, please.
Hi everyone, my name is Ubong King, and I want to just make this video as a life lesson to everybody, especially if you are successful. I have mentioned in one of my videos that between two mountains of success, there's the valley of failure. The first enemy of success is success. Between two mountains of success, there's a valley of failure. When you get here, complacency sets in. So you gradually start going down. The only way to move from one mountain to another mountain is to build a bridge. Yeah? And what is a bridge? A bridge is people. People. If you want results in 3 months, plant corn. Instant business. If you want results in 1 year, plant yam. But if you want result of a lifetime, plant men. When you become weak here, these people are the ones that will carry you. You don't eat alone. The Bible says the kingdom of The Bible says the kingdom of God is like a man that goes to a far country and he gave unto his servants gift. The one that had 5 talents went and traded with it. They did not say he went to do.
Okay, I think the judges are ready for us. Studio, please, can we have the judges up to let us know who has done what and who has done so well? Let's know how they performed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, okay, like I said, we are on the home stretch. So right at about this time, we'll be getting to know what was the scores of the debate and who won. So please, let's welcome right into the studio. Let's welcome Ruth as she lets us know our winners for tonight between the Energizers and the Disruptors.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
All right. Okay, so I understand we are 2 judges, right? Hello?
Well, at the moment, I think we have just you.
Oh, okay, no problem.
So
I'll go ahead.
we'll work with what. Yes, go ahead,
Okay,
please.
that works for me. Beautiful job this evening. Dikachi Michael, Sunday Oko, that was a lot to put together. That was a lot to give to us. It was a beautiful package, all in all. The topic was why is mindset the key to personal, why is it key to personal development and national transformation? And I think we were to judge on 5 issues or 5 parameters: content, oratory skills, presentation skills, clarity of thoughts, and confidence. Well, my scores here, confidence, both of them are actually at par. The calmness in facing the camera, even though we know it's not physical, so you just see your laptop or you see your face and that's all. But we want to assume you know you are talking to an audience, so they know that you been listening. The calmness I gave for both of them, I gave them 7. But I will not go. I will start with Sunday Oko. For confidence, he had 7, like I said. For presentation, 10. For content, he had, sorry, let me confirm this. Okay, so for confidence, he had 7. For presentation skills, Sunday had 11. Content, 11. Clarity of thoughts, 11. Oratory skills, 18. and that gives us a total of 60. Udeme came in. As I kind of added both of them under 5, Udeme and Fabian, so I did justify for both of them. So Udeme has 3/5. So that puts the Disruptors at 63. The Energizers seem to have done a little bit better. Dikachik had 7 for confidence, presentation skills 15, content was 22, clarity of thoughts 15, oratory skills 19, and the total is 78. I gave Fabian is for Energizer 2, and so I'm giving him 4. So that I'm giving Fabian 4. So that brings 78 to add 4 together, that gives you 82. I'm going to tell why. So that's now let me just dwell on both presentations. The topic is, let me go back. Why mindset transformation is key. That means whatever you're going to say to others again, you will let us know first of all what mindset is and the basis why we're tying mindset to whatever description we want to give to what it is. Dikachi has the day because of his dwelling on what mindset is. One, Sunday did give us a definition of what mindset is. But Dikachi spent a great deal of time telling us what mindset is. It is the limitation you place, it is the light from which you see, all of that. He gave almost like a full paragraph to that. And if the question is saying, if the topic is why mindset is key, every other thing actually, it's they are the adjectives why we describe that. The foundation for all of that is mindset could be anything. So we'll be spending time on the reason why mindset is a cause that will give us an effect, and that differentiated it. The arrangement of Dikachi's thought was also beautiful. So he started by spend time on Ubong King, then he came back with very brief descriptions, then he built his paragraph. So the thoughts running from beginning to the end was just one single line. He was very much in control of his paper as it is. So he spent time on the cause. He spent little on the effect, but he spent a great deal of time on the cause. And once you see what the cause is, you naturally can tell what the effect would be, knowing that he was working with 4 points. Udeme was beautiful, the biblical phrases and all, but well, we want to assume beyond the biblical phrases, there would also be the explanation. So if we're doing, God has given us a spirit of a sound mind. Why of all the gifts God gave to us, why was this sound mind we have to give to? Why is that passage well on sound mind? The one on romance, a renewing of your mind, beyond just rephrasing the phrase, the thing to dictating there to is key. The explanation is why is the renewing of your mind leading to that. Fabian was excellent in my opinion. Beautiful graphical story told. The big lion, the small lion. Then it tells you, okay, so the lion has strength, but the lion has the elephant has a mind and all of that. But when you put a graphic, when you put a story out there, we say picture tells 1,000 words. Well, it's the same thing with stories. They put a whole lot of points better. So, well, my score for that is actually 82 for the Energizers, 63 for Disruptors. One more thing, I think I did score the same thing for confidence, but the thing is, when you have a well prepared paper, you flow, you glide better when you talk because you have it. And so I did give them the same thing, but when it comes to oratory skills, Dikachi was just riding on the swell of his well-built paper. So there was a move, a glide, but we had a static position for Sunday. Coco. But all in all, excellent. I don't know how long you guys had to put this together. It was a beautiful work. The combination of all the things Mr. King used to say, all of that, it was well thought out. And so congratulations to both people, to both tribes.
All right, thank you very much, Ruth. Admirable Ruth. We appreciate your sharing your time with us to be our judge. And we hope we can call upon you again to do this. That was very nice, well broken down. So, ladies and gentlemen, please drop it in the comments. Put your hands together for Ruth. Drop the fire. And a huge thank you. We know your time is tight, but thank you for honoring our invitation to be our judge tonight. We appreciate you, and of course, we love you. And of course, you're also a tribe member. So thank you very much. Okay. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, well, let's understand one thing here. There are no winners and there are no losers. We are all winners in it. It's just that for the purpose of competition, tonight, the Disruptors tribe are out of this race. So give it up for the Disruptors. Well done. Beautiful presentation. But the bottom line is that we all learned a lot from those presentations. That's the crux of the matter. Forget the debate part. You know, we all learned from their presentations. A lot to take home, like I read through. And this is going to be online, so you can go back and watch it again and listen to what you did not hear. So, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight, our winners are the Energizers. 82 points to 63. Well done to the representatives, Fabian and Kachi. You guys did a fantastic job. So we appreciate you. So they now move on to the next round of this competition. So for tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, for tomorrow, we are going to have a titanic battle. You do not want to miss what's going to be happening tomorrow. And from same time, 8 o'clock to 9, you can see that we've tried as much as possible to keep the time. This is just 3 minutes past 9. But tomorrow we'll do better with the time so that on the dot of 9, we're out of the place. Just 1 hour. Come and refresh your mind. So tomorrow, like I've said, a titanic battle is coming up tomorrow. You do not want to miss it. Set your reminders, tell your friends, invite your neighbors, invite your enemies. The Thinkers Tribe, ladies and gentlemen, the Thinkers Tribe will be engaging the Focus Tribes. These Focus Tribe people, let me not, I'm supposed to be neutral today, so let me not say something. Tomorrow, Thinkers versus Focus is going to be massive. It's going to be huge. You do not want to miss it. And they'll be talking about, like I mentioned, we are in a season where we are building up to the 2023 general elections in Nigeria, and there's been a lot going on already. So tomorrow, the Thinkers and the Focus Tribe will be battling it out on youth engagement in grassroots politics. You need to hear them. You need to hear what they have to say. You need to hear what they have to offer. And you need to see them do justice to this topic. So tomorrow, 8 p.m., be here. The Thinkers Tribe versus the Focus Tribe. Okay? So that said that as a reminder. And also, as we build up, the whole month of August is dedicated to our mentor, our hero, Dr. Ubong King, who of course still lives. Ubong King lives on. So if you have a tribute video, if you have a tribute to share, either by way of video or by way of text, please tag our platforms. We are going to get those videos and we'll put it up as the month goes by. Also, there's the Learn and Win competition that is going on. Now, 5 lucky individuals will go home with 20,000 each. There's a 100K bounty on that competition. So 5 lucky people will be going home with 20,000 naira each. Something for your data, and no money is too small these days. So we have that. Check our platforms. The information is there on how you can win. Check our platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. It's running on Twitter. You have Thinkation. The handle is Thinkation UKF on Twitter. Then on Facebook, Ubong King, the page, not the account. Then also on Instagram, Ubong King Foundation. So go there, get the information on how you can be part of this, and you stand a chance of winning. So for tonight, we call it a wrap. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your data. And thank you for being patient with us. And once again, congratulations to the Disruptors and the Energizers for bringing in the game tonight. We appreciate you and we love you. So my name is Alvin Ikbe, also known as the Alvinator, signing out as I yield the mic. Good night, ladies.
I am not afraid of an army of lions led by a sheep, but I'm afraid of a pack of sheep led by a lion. No matter the recession in the forest, A lion will never eat grass. A lion will look at an elephant. He say, I will eat this. Because that is how he thinks. An elephant will see it and run away. It is not a function of your size. It is a function of your attitude. Where are my lions? Can I hear you say, whatever you look on, once there is a will, there will always be a way.